People from underdeveloped countries. What is one thing that if a person from a developed country saw in your country would totally freak them out? A whole family living in a house made of nylon paper material. Kids driving motorcycles. Honestly, I think what would freak people out the most isn't one big thing. It's how everyday life runs differently. Normal routines, systems, even small stuff just isn't as structured, so you rely more on common sense and figuring things out as you go. That lack of predictability would throw a lot of people off at first. Also the resilience. People deal with things daily that would stress others out instantly, and still just get on with it. It kind of puts into perspective how much comfort people. In Myanmar/Burma, they would make a kissing sound to get a waiter's attention. I believe it was mainly done in local spots. I never heard it in fancier restaurants. That hit me hard and took a few months for me to get used to. I don't live there now, but I did for 2 years. I live in the US. The traffic, no lanes, no rules. Family of 4 to 6 people, mom, dad, for kids under 6 years of age. Going places on a single motorbike, no helmets. Number 911, number 112, number 119, number 999. Have an emergency? Best call on the closest reliable neighbor with a car who isn't living in a sky-high fence because they are the richest in the neighborhood and also don't have cops to call. Monkeys stealing a baby's bottle right when it was first given to the baby. The level of corruption. Ever watched a tightrope show where the person walking on the tightrope is also juggling a million things and you keep waiting for everything to fall apart and people get injured but it never does and everything goes well? Well, things in a poor country look like that to a person from a rich country. It's just a matter of perspective. It'd help if you think about how it looks like to a person from a poor country visiting your country. I imagine they'd find a few things that are crazy to them. Power outages as a normal routine. I live in Brazil and will never get used to the constant stream of motorbikes lanes splitting. Here's what freaked me out as a person from a rich country that has been to some poorer countries. Eating unsafe food. Driving in unsafe cars without doors. General lack of safety. Open corruption. Political oppression, like people being afraid to talk openly to us about their political views. Used toilet paper goes in the garbage, not the toilet. I'm from a developed country, but my colleagues from developing nations always mention how incredibly grateful they are to have easy access to vaccines because they've seen the impact of vaccine-preventable diseases back home. First world or traveling, and Turkey is not an underdeveloped country, but I was surprised when I went on a guided tour with some Turkish locals. I needed cash and the ATM ate my card. They freaked out, took pictures of the ATM and the screen, and promised they would drive me to the police and the bank first thing in the morning to retrieve it. They were panicked and told me that if the ATM maintenance guy or even the bank itself found it, and it wasn't reported stolen, they would probably steal all. Yeah, sadly there's a bunch of problems like cows on the road, traffic jams, and garbage everywhere. Latin America here. I think a lot of Canadians don't know that a big portion of their pension funds grow at the expense of our drinking water. Canadian mining companies in Latin America have horrible human rights and environmental track records. Yet, a big portion of their pension funds are invested in these companies. Unlike with the US, Canadian companies that commit crimes abroad can't be prosecuted in Canada. So when they kill our environmental leaders and pollute the drinking water, the toilets, probably how normal it is for us to adapt around problems that would be considered emergencies elsewhere. Forget the poverty in some cities. Cows roam around freely in India as Hindus, the major populace of the country, regard them as the same level as deities. I've seen people bathe in cow piss, as it symbolizes washing away your sins that you've accumulated in your life. I've also seen them roaming freely in the roads and people touching their behind as a form of worship. Very confusing to me to this day. I lived in a small, underdeveloped Caribbean nation for a while. One of the biggest adjustments was regarding groceries. You have to always have a plan B and C. You go shopping and certain staples like milk might have already been picked clean. You might not see milk again for a week or 2. So you start going down the line of alternatives in decreasing order of acceptability. Maybe you get lucky, and there's some cartons of ultra-pasteurized dairy, the stuff that's so shelf-stable it's sold at Rue. No health insurance, guns and alligators everywhere. Florida. Caste system in India. I guess it's only found in Hinduism. Due to caste system, there are communities who think they are superior to other Indians, lol. They claim they are genetically superior. People are literally murdered in India for marrying someone of other castes. Families break ties. Criminals of specific castes are protected by the political parties. Caste system is the reason why India is so unhygienic, since sweeping streets is considered job of a lower caste person and indie. Food safety rules.